For generations, we've been handed a clean, comfortable story. The pyramids were built by pharaohs, powered by manpower, ropes, and simple stone tools. But behind museum glass and textbook illustrations lies a second narrative, one built from restricted dig reports, missing artifacts, and discoveries that quietly vanished from public record. A narrative so unsettling that certain archaeologists refuse to discuss it, even off camera. Because once you step past the official version, the real mystery begins. Not how the pyramids were built, but who they were built for, and why someone is still working to bury that truth. In 2015, a thermal scan of the Great Pyramid's northern face was supposed to confirm what we already knew. Instead, it revealed a massive, unexplained hotspot, far hotter than the surrounding stone. Officials claimed it was air pockets, but internal notes later leaked described something else entirely. A perfectly shaped void deep inside the structure, with no entrance, no pathway, and no architectural purpose. The area was closed almost immediately. Researchers were told the shutdown was for safety. Privately, some admitted they had detected something that simply shouldn't exist in a 4,500-year-old monument. When a muon scanner was deployed months later, the results were even stranger. What they found wasn't a flaw, or erosion, or a natural cavity. It was a long, symmetrical corridor, angled precisely toward the center of the pyramid, but there was no tunnel leading to it, no hidden shaft, no evidence it was ever accessible by humans at all. It was as if the corridor had been sealed before the surrounding stone was laid, like a message placed in a wall, meant to be hidden, not discovered. When the research team prepared to publish their findings, the pushback began immediately. Approvals were delayed, data sets were pulled for review, permissions were quietly revoked. One researcher later admitted, "We weren't stopped because we were wrong. We were stopped because someone already knew what we found." And this wouldn't be the first time pyramid research mysteriously stalled at the exact moment things became interesting. In 1993, a robotic probe exploring the Queen's chamber shaft encountered a tiny limestone door fitted with 2 copper pins, far too intricate for a simple ventilation channel. In 2002, a second robot drilled through it live on television. But the moment the camera breached the stone, the feed cut out. The world saw seconds of static, and then nothing. Officials blamed equipment failure. But leaked still frames show a second door behind the first, smooth, polished, and perfectly symmetrical. After that, the project was canceled, the shaft was declared irrelevant, and no further exploration was allowed. Meanwhile, geological and astronomical evidence was raising even bigger questions. Erosion around the Sphinx suggests rainfall that hasn't been seen in Egypt since around 7000 BCE. The pyramid's alignments match the night sky, not of ancient Egypt, but of more than 10,000 years ago. Inside the Great Pyramid, certain blocks appear to have been shaped with precision tools, capable of tolerances we struggle to reproduce today. If the Egyptians weren't responsible for the most advanced parts of the structure, then who was? In the 1800s, famed archaeologist Flinders Petrie documented strange markings deep within the pyramid, geometric symbols, not hieroglyphs, carved into stone blocks before they were set in place. After Petrie's death, several of his notebooks mysteriously disappeared. The surviving fragments include one chilling line. These symbols suggest a knowledge foreign to the builders we presume. The word foreign was later explained away as a translation issue, but the doubt it raised never truly disappeared. In 2018, physicists modeling electromagnetic waves inside the pyramid discovered something astonishing. The structure channels and amplifies energy into specific locations, particularly the king's chamber. This isn't random, it's engineering. The pyramid behaves like a resonator, interacting with natural forces in ways our modern buildings do not. Some researchers now believe the pyramid may have been more than a monument, perhaps a device built to harness or generate energy on a scale we no longer understand. In 1872, explorers found 3 objects, now called the Dixon relics, inside a hidden shaft: a hook, a stone ball, and a small wooden rod. That rod disappeared for over a century before resurfacing in the archives of a Scottish university. When radiocarbon tested, it produced a shocking result. It was older than the pyramid, possibly thousands of years older. Instead of rewriting history, the finding was quietly dismissed as contaminated. Yet if the dating is accurate, the builders of the pyramids had access to materials, and perhaps knowledge from a civilization far older than Egypt. In 2020, a former Giza restoration worker broke silence. During routine stabilization work, he said, a loose block revealed a small cavity containing a smooth, metallic object embedded in the wall. It was seamless, cold, unnaturally perfect. Before anyone could photograph it, officials arrived, confiscated the object, and sealed the area. Workers were told it was debris, but as the whistleblower put it, debris doesn't shine. So why suppress these discoveries? Why shut down research, confiscate artifacts, and erase certain findings? Because if the pyramids contain evidence of a forgotten civilization or something even more advanced, it would rewrite human history from the ground up. Entire academic fields would collapse. National identities tied to ancient Egypt would fracture. Billions in tourism could be at risk. And the idea that humanity once possessed knowledge or contact we no longer understand would be one of the most disruptive revelations of all time. The Great Pyramid is aligned to true north with unbelievable precision. Its internal shafts point directly to Orion's belt and Sirius, not as they appeared in 2500 BCE, but as they appeared around 10,500 BCE. Why would the builders encode a sky from thousands of years earlier? Unless the design wasn't Egyptian, unless it was inherited, or built to honor a time already ancient even to them. And that's where we'll leave it, because the deeper you look into the pyramids, the clearer it becomes that we're only scratching the surface of a much larger mystery. Hidden chambers, missing data, silenced discoveries, these aren't just fragments of the past. They're pieces of a story that someone, somewhere, decided we weren't meant to finish. If you enjoy exploring the questions most people are afraid to ask, you're in the right place. This is Mystery Room, where forgotten history, suppressed discoveries, and unexplained phenomena come to light. If you want to continue this journey, make sure you're subscribed. And let me know in the comments what you think is really hidden inside the Great Pyramid. Because some doors were sealed for a reason, and some truths are only waiting for the right moment to be uncovered. Welcome to the Mystery Room.